Nuno, sorry to hear you're not feeling particularly well.
It's okay. Thank you so much.
Now you've had a chance to kind of sleep on it and reflect on last night's game. How do you look back on the performance?
The performance was good. We started the game bad with a setback, conceding so early. But after that, I think the team reacted well. A lot of players making their debuts at the City ground, special for them, especially for us. And the answer was really positive. The result in the penalties is sad, is disappointing because we wanted to go through. The City ground was buzzing, and they deserve this. We cannot. Let's hope that Saturday we have a good day.
Can I ask you about one of those debutants, or full debutants anyway? Jota Silva, obviously man of the match performance, scored a goal, looked very, very bright. How is he settling into the squad?
I think he's settling down well. Credit for the squad, for the players, the players that were here before, the way they embraced the newcomers, the way they passed on the responsibility that is to play for Forest. And yesterday, not only Jota, but many of them, the answer was really good. So I'm happy for them, and that gives us more options and solutions for Saturday and for our future.
Yeah, how close is Jota now to pushing for that first 11 in the Premier League?
All the players, all the squad is ready. Besides the players that we cannot have, all of them are ready. And it's good for us.
It feels like it's been a successful transfer window so far, but there is still a day to go. I just wonder, how many more bodies would you like through the door, if you can, before the deadline?
We have 36 hours now to go. I think the club is working to try and bring solutions and options that can make us strong. This is to have a competitive squad, players, different profiles. It's all about the profile of the player, really. It's not easy, especially in these last hours, not easy. And it's not easy because we already have talent and quality in the squad, so we have to nail down really the player that's going to come. But I believe that we as a club, we are working, and I expect to bring some players.
Is it fair to say a striker is your priority position to recruit?
It's not about. It's about the profile. It's about the profile. It's not about the position. Only the position, of course. The individual position is important, but the profile of the player. Can he give us more than one option? Can he place more than one position? Do we already have this kind of profile? So it's not about that. It's about taking time which you don't have, but at the same time not make mistakes because a mistake now is the worst thing that can happen.
And is there any danger when you get to the end of the window that you start having to look outside of the pool of targets of perhaps profiles because you realise that window's closing and you're looking at the squad?
No, but we cannot rush. Myself, I truly believe that deciding on under pressure or rushing is not the best thing. It's not the best thing. It's like decide well. The club is operating well. So we have scouting departments, the decisions that we have to make. We speak a lot, and let's see what's going to happen.
And just finally, will you have those conversations? Will you be kept up to date on everything that's going on tomorrow? Will you be having inputs into new arrival?
Yeah, I'll have updates. Naturally, I will have them because it's how we work. We speak to each other. The final decision is always with the club. Us as coaching staff is identifying the profile of the player, the needs of the team, and then we'll see. Thank you.
Jonty.
Nuno, good to see you. The Premier League returns this weekend. Big game for yourselves. If you wouldn't mind just talking us through team news, anybody else that you'll be missing out with come the weekend, or anybody else closer to a return?
Yeah, Danilo, as you know, he went to surgery 2 days ago. The surgery went well. He's going to be out. Yesterday we had Yates was healed. He had a problem with his stomach. He could not participate in the game. And now we go to work and assess the players that were involved yesterday because it was a demanding match for many of them. And then we will see.
Your former side this weekend, I know it's been some time since you left Wolves, but do you still feel that connection? And what are the emotions on a match day against the former team that you shared such success with?
Of course, there's a lot of love and respect for the time that we work at Wolves was special. It's not the same. It's a different game, and I wish them all the best in the rest 36 games of the season. And this is the truth. Saturday we're gonna compete. We're gonna play.
This fixture ended in a draw both home and away last season. Is this, though, one of the games that you identify as a game that you need to be winning if you are to improve on last season?
All the games, all the matches, is the idea is always to improve and to achieve the best result possible. There's no different on that.
And you touched on Jota Silva earlier. I want to just briefly touch on that three of Elanga, Gibbs-White, Hudson-Odoi. They're all players with such ingenuity. They make you sit on the edge of your seat. How excited are you at the prospect of what they can achieve this season?
We are excited, and I think that there's still a lot of room to improve. I think they still have to gel better. It's the beginning of the season, some details. But like I said in the beginning, I think we have quality, we have talent. Now we have more options and solutions that can always make us better.
Nuno, I'll ask you about specifically about Forest in a moment, but you may have seen that the Carabao draw was made last night for the third round. I know you're not in it, so apologies on that. But there's been some discussions about the nature of the draw. Champions League sides and Europa League sides.
I'm not very aware, sir. Honestly, after we were out of the competition, I didn't saw the draw.
However, I just want to ask you, do you think it's fair that clubs in Europe are being kept apart from each other at this stage of the competition? You could have easily have gone through last night, but do you feel it's right that the competition draw has been changed to favour, say, European sides?
I don't have an opinion. I'm so sorry about that. I'm sorry.
I understand. How do you feel that Gary O'Neill has done at Wolves since his time there?
I think he done well. Last season. The beginning of the season not so good, but it's part of our job. But I think they have a strong squad with a lot of quality and talent, good players, and Gary's a good manager. So we expect Saturday a tough opponent.
You've had many shots on target in your first couple of games. I think it's 8 in each one. How have you managed to get the best out of your side going forward this season?
I think we are improving on that aspect of the game. Still, the detail of the finishing, the right pass in the right moment, not rushing, still has to improve. But the numbers show us that the team is producing a lot of situations, what is really good.
And good numbers again for Chris Wood since you've come into the football club, continuing to score goals again this season. Again, how are you getting the best out of him?
We trust him. We give them confidence. He has good teammates playing around him, which helps. But Chris is, I said it over and over again, top striker, top man, a player that helps a lot inside of the dressing room, not only by the way he goes and conducts himself, the way he works, but also the way he helps his teammates by experience.
And another one of your individual players, Morgan Gibbs-White, again, wants to be scoring more goals, creating more chances. How do you enable him to do that this season?
Like I do to all the players, the confidence, the trust, try to find all the details that he can get better. We know Morgan for some while now. He's growing, getting better. He's one of the captains of the team. He leads by example. He's committed. He has talent. Let him play.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jason. Colin?
Hi, Nuno. I think probably just one from me. You've talked about being excited in the front line. You've talked about the improvement in the number of chances. How good a test do you think Wolves are of how you've progressed as a side into this season?
So what?
How will they give you a marker of where your team is?
It's very difficult in these moments of the competition to really make this evaluation in a right way, because it's starting. You don't really know where we are. But honestly, it's not about comparing yourselves to others. Is what can we improve and what we've been improving since last season, since we started working in December here. So half of the season, the pre-season, the ideas that we put put inside for this season. How are they developing, not only offensive or defensively, but it's not about comparing yourselves to others. It's always a test, because new questions will be made. Totally different game from yesterday, because football is like that. It's all about questions and answers, and how strong can you be to impose your own idea and be dominant. This is the biggest challenge that we have ahead of us. How can we be dominant and control the game? And it's tough, but we try.